Okay, we'll start in about 4 minutes. Luna. Hi, I'm getting ready to start it, but I appreciate you joining me. Alrighty, we're going to be starting on our forearms. And I'd like to welcome you to Yoga Flow. My name is Amy. Two little matters. First, if the screen should freeze, we quickly go off and there's a new one made for us and we just sign right on to that so we can finish the class. And second, if you're wanting something a little more gentle, then that happens Wednesday for the stress relief yoga. But today we'll start on our stomachs, on our forearms. So you're going to have your elbows initially right under your shoulders, and then open up your knees. So we come into child's pose, press the hips back towards the heels, and stretch out the arms from where you are. If possible, you're going to have your brow connecting with your mat. So the brow is down, and that allows you to have a little contact with the earth and with the spot we know as the third eye. And this is also an acupressure point for calmness. So pressing down into your child's pose, brow is down, and start to breathe in and out, taking long breaths. Being aware and following the breath is all about what yoga is. So even if you're not doing anything else, if you're mindful of your breath, this is the basis of a mindful practice where you connect the body and the mind. Relax the shoulders. And this is a pose you can always come back into anytime, child's pose. Start to come out of this back onto the forearms. Bring your knees right under the hips. Spread out the fingers. And we'll cat-cow in this position. So the belly drops and the head comes up. That's our inhale. Rounding, pulling the belly button back towards the spine is the exhale. So breathing in and exhaling out. Inhale and exhale once more. Inhale and exhale. Just take a moment to lift your arms up to release them for the floor, and then put the forearms back down. Stretch out your right leg. So take it straight back. Toes are folded under. As you press through the ball of the foot. Lift it up and take it over to the left, and then twist to look at that foot. Don't sink here into the shoulders, but continue to press up, make it an active pose. Think of your collarbones going straight. Lift the leg to the back and bend it up. Turn sideways. We got our leg up and bring it to the chin and kick it up. Inhale to the chin. Exhale, kick it up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take it out to the side. Hold it here for a breath. Breathing in. And out. And set it down. Release again. This time press your hips back to the heels, keeping the knees parallel, and stretch out the fingers. Coming for the left side, come back onto the forearms, stretch that left leg out, pressing through the ball of the foot. Cross it over to the right and twist to look at it. And then bring it back, kick it up, and into the chin, and up. 3 more times. Nice. Up. Up. Bring it in. Take it out to the side. Hold it here for a breath. And then bring it down. Pressing once again back to the heels. Bring the arms back. Brow down. Stretch them forward. Come up and elbows back. Press through for a spinal roll. Up. Straight arms. High cobra. Let's roll onto the right hip here. Roll onto the left. Come back onto your knees. Curl the toes under. We're coming to downward facing dog. Pressing up and back. Whole time, push away from the hands. Heels don't have to come down, but you're pressing back. Let the head drop here. You can pedal here if you want. And then let's come forward to high plank and press back. Again, coming forward and back. Twice more. Just building a little strength and stretching out. Last one, forward and back. Let the head drop one more time between the biceps. Come up onto the balls of the toes and bend and straighten. Bend, straighten, and bend and straighten. Pressing back towards the heels, yet walk up towards the hands. Forward fold, hanging over, just kind of ragdoll over. And then let's come up to a flat spine. pressing it out, flat spine, and bring yourself up. Standing here, let's take our arms up overhead, straight up, flip the palms and stretch up. Maybe bring them a little bit behind the back. And take the right one around and pull it in. Bringing them up. The left one in front, pull it in. Let your chin go to the chest. And stand here in mountain. Pick the head up and let it fall back, pressing the shoulders down, opening up the teeth in the jaw. And then inhale your arms pointing up. And let's go over to the right. Just start to move the spine in all of its directions. Come back up, over to the left. Coming back up and a back bend. And then open the arms for a swan dive all the way down towards the ground. Head is down. Come up to a flat back. Once more, head is down. Coming up. Last time, head is down. Come up to a flat back. Arms out and inhale up and down. We're going to come into chair pose. So that's the squat. The feet are parallel. Bend the knees. Hips come over the heels. You're able to lift up your toes and the arms are out. Chair pose here. From here, put all your weight in your left. Lift up the right. Step back to high crescent. Whoops, getting your balance here. Try and stay in the ball of the foot because we're going to push off into a warrior three. Press up, bringing the arms back, and let's try and hold this for your 2 breaths. At the end of the breaths, come back to where you started, and then back to chair pose. Staying low. Let's do the same with the left. Take the left leg all the way back. High crescent. Come up onto the ball of the foot so you can use that momentum, picking up, bringing the arms back and the leg back, and holding it for your 2 breaths. The end of the 2 breaths, bring it down and you're back in chair pose. I'm trying to get off my double mat there, so that's why I moved back. Bring the hands in. We'll do figure 4 or take a chair. Right leg's going to lift with the foot above the knee. Staying in chair and keeping the foot flexed. Every balance clears the mind and builds bone as well as muscle. Put the foot down, staying in chair, feeling the thighs are holding you strong so that if you ever should have to get up out of a chair without using your hands, you're able to. Let's pick up the left and cross it over, staying in chair here and taking 2 long breaths in and out. The end of the breaths, stay back into chair and then rise up. Arms come up. Let's do a sun salute. Inhale up, exhale down. 1 movement, 1 breath. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, put the hands down. Stretch back to plank. Roll forward, shoulders over wrists. Press halfway. Pull yourself through. And then maybe if you've rolled on the backs of the feet, you're rolling over the feet back to downward facing dog. taking 2 long breaths here. Pull the belly button back towards the spine without rounding or flexing the spine. So it's just a straight, hard back there. Your knees can always be bent. If they don't straighten to touch, that's fine. The end of your breaths, look towards your hands. Let's tiger crouch. So hips and heels are together. You can take a jump or step forward. Head is down. Inhale up and come up and down. Doing that again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Taking your breaths here. End of the second breath. Tiger crouch. Look where you're going. And take a hop. Straighten the legs. Straighten the arms. And inhale up. And down. Stand for a moment in mountain, and we'll do the breath of joy, which is a 3-part inhale. So it's inhale, arms forward, breathe on top of that again. Inhale, inhale, and then exhale. So it goes inhale, 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 exhale. Let's try it. It builds up fire inside and increases the heartbeat. It's actually an aerobic exercise without you even moving your legs. So let's try it. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. Last one. Inhale, 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 exhale, and come up. I don't know if you heard Luna in the background. She also gave a breath out. Let's do a sun salute B here. So we start in chair. Inhale the arms up. And come forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down. If I'm going to jump back, I'm going to bend my elbows when I land. Chaturanga. And press back, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up. Step it through the 2 hands. Plant your back heel. And you're coming up to warrior 1. You can walk that foot wider so we can do a humble warrior here. Hands come around the back. Open up the heart. Lift them up towards your head, up towards the sky. Bend forward. Don't roll over on your back foot. Humble and strong. Maybe press the palm bases together. And then let your hands fall down. Come into a low lunge here. And this is where we do chaturanga, 1 or 2 legs. So I'll do 1 leg here. I'm going to press back. Right leg is up. Press down. Up and down. Taking a breath here. Second side. Left leg lifts up. Steps between the hands. Plant the heel. And come up to warrior 1. Walk it out. Hands behind. Lift and pull back. Let's bend forward. A humble gesture, but still strong. Hands come down either side, and then you're in that lunge here. Decide which chaturanga you want to do, which suits your body today. Lifting the leg up, come down, come up, and down. Take 2 breaths here. looking towards your hands, tiger crouch, and let's take a little jump, end up in chair, touch the ground, make that contact, and rise up. Can feel the body warming up. Let's just take it side to side. We'll do that once more. There's a yoga day, I think it was in June, where you do 105 sun salutes. Of course, everybody doesn't do them, but that's the goal. So we're doing the second one of sun salute beat. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Step or hop back. And come up. Right leg lifts up. Steps forward, warrior one. Open up. Bring your arms behind you. Lift back. And let's pour forward. Bring the hands down. Come into your lunge. And step back. One-legged plank or tap down. Take it up. Two-legged. And take a breath. Left leg lifts up. Steps between the hands. And remember, you can always help your foot come between the hands. Plant that heel down before you rise up. And you're in warrior one on the other side. Arms go back, opening up. Press and lift, coming down. Hands float down either side of the foot into the lunge. And you're in downward facing dog here. Breathing in and breathing out. When you're ready, let's take that little tiger crouch. Maybe a hop, maybe not. Stay bent leg, chair pose, and come up. Straightening up. Nice. Bringing the arms up. Take that right wrist and pull it over. Come back up. Pulling them up and over the other side. Swan dive. Down. And then bring your head halfway up. And we're going to just step back into downward facing dog. Let me move forward. So into downward facing dog. Opening up the hips. So bring the left foot more to the center as you lift your right leg up, bend it, and then open it to wild dog. So I'm trying to get my right hip over my left, and my heel is going to my left glute. Maybe I look over my left shoulder. Maybe I can even see my foot. And then put it back down. Put the right one kind of in the center and lift up the left, bend it, open up the hips the same way, but the opposite way. Put them both down. Let's come onto the knees and then stand on your knees. It's just kneeling. Hands on the small of the back. Curl your toes under and take a little back bend. Release that, bringing the hands down and press back again, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, take it out to the side, and then bring it around front for pyramid pose right here, front leg. Once you're here, and your hands might not be touching, which is fine. You might be up here. But we're going to come into triangle. So you're going to bring this back foot out a little bit, turning sideways, elongating the trunk, and the hand comes in front of the leg, down or behind, whichever feels good for you. And breathe here. Remember, in triangle, you're pressing back. You're imagining you're leaning against a wall. You can even go against a wall in your own home. And then let's bring ourselves up. Let both toes come forward. Hands on the hips. Press forward, hinging forward. Keep toes turning slightly in until you can set your hands or fingers down, and then walk them forward to downward facing dog, wide legs, and press back towards your heels. Walk the hands back in, bring them to your hips, and come up. Heel toe, back in. Coming back down to downward facing dog to do the same thing on the left side. So inhale up, exhale down. Step back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up, out to the side, and then bring it forward into your pyramid. Remember, if your hands aren't touching, you can also have two blocks, or you can bring your body up. Getting ready to do triangle. I'll have my back to you. I'm going to turn my back heel in a little bit so that my hips turn to the side. Top of my body is over my leg. I'm going to bring my right arm up or keep it on your hip as you keep turning out. Left hand comes down to the leg, to the ground, or the other side. However you feel good in your triangle. And you're pressing back, looking up at your right hand. Coming up, bring yourself up. And I'm going to turn around. So you've brought yourself up. This time, let's have the feet facing outside, cactus arms, goalpost arms, and sink down. Once you're sinking down, put your hands on your thighs. Turn your right shoulder towards the left. And back up. Left towards the right. Back up. And again. Up. And again. And up. And toe, heel, back in. Let's take a sun salute, keeping the energy going. I'll come forward. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. Head is down, taking some breaths here. I'm going to step to warrior one, just step to warrior two. Right leg lifts up. Step between the hands. Heel is down. We'll windmill up. So you can see I'm starting to stick my butt out. Don't do that. Stay forward as if you're coming to warrior one, but you're turning then the whole body to the side to warrior two. Here in warrior two, let's take the right arm. Let me show you what we're doing. So the right arm comes up, the left arm either at the waist, or maybe you can connect hands. And take a breath here. Release the arms, warrior two. Come to warrior one, hips are front. Left hand, make a fist, archer. Pull and enter again into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. And then come to side angle. Come back up, reverse the warrior, and come to side angle. Coming back up, turn again, warrior one. Right foot faces in front of you, hips face forward, warrior one. Left hand is in a fist as you pull back the arch into warrior two. Inhale the arms up, fingers touch, exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to warrior one. Bring the arms up, back to warrior one. Let's come onto the ball of the back foot, high crescent. And then open your arms to the right, deep twist here. Bring the arms back up so we can bring that left knee down. Uncurl the toes. Hands come down. Press back to straighten out the front leg. Kneeling pyramid here. And press forward. And back. And forward. Curling the toe up, come back to your deep lunge, and then step back, downward facing dog. Second side, so it's the left leg. Coming warrior one, warrior two. Reaching it up. Stepping forward, heel down, but windmill the arms to warrior two. Come back up, warrior one. Open the arms. Bring them up, make a fist with your right hand. Archer, pulling it open to warrior two. This time, left hand up, right hand to touch. Opening up, let's go again, back, warrior one. Right hand pulling, warrior two. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Let's reverse the warrior. Right hand down, left palm up and over. And come to side angle. Resting on the front thigh. Left arm either straight up or over the ear. Now, if it's a shoulder issue, getting it over the ear, just come around, down and over. Coming back up, reverse again, and come to side angle. Come back up, warrior two. We're going to pivot again. Want to get onto the mat. Pivot again, warrior one, onto the ball of the foot. This is where we do the stretch, the twist. That's a balance because you're opening to the left over your leg. High crescent twist here. Bringing the arms back up to start taking that right knee down to the ground and uncurling the toes, bringing the hands down. Stretch back, kneeling pyramid. And come forward. and back and forward. Coming up to the high lunge, and you're going to step back again, downward facing dog. Taking some breaths. Roll forward again into plank. And press back. And this is where I want you to let me or Carrie Ann know if you want to do some side planks. I think we'll just try them and see how that goes. So we'll roll forward into plank. Both feet turn, heels towards the left. One leg's out in front of the other or on top. Lift from your waist so you don't sink. The earth is trying to reclaim us. We have to stay high above and come back to full plank. Going the other way. Both toes turn to the left, heels to the right. One leg on top or in front. Lifting. After another breath, bring yourself back up so you're on all fours. If you want, you can take your right arm behind the back, any way that's comfortable, lifting up the hip. The further you turn onto that left shoulder, the more your head is going to face up towards the ceiling. Don't force anything in this pose. Let's come up out of it. Bring your right arm up. Press down. Release the left arm up. Take a moment with the leg out, lifting it up, and then bringing it in. Left side. Lift it up behind you, hip height. Take it over to the side. Take it down. Right arm lifts, threads underneath onto the right shoulder, down. Once again, left arm can lift. Come behind you. And then let's bring that left arm up next to the face, releasing the right, and take it up, back, and down. Coming up once again to downward facing dog for chaturanga. Curling your toes, pressing back towards the heels, lifting the knees, and press back. This one should be easier. Taking a breath here. Look towards your hands, tiger crouch, and take a little hop. Straighten the arms and legs, and inhale up and down. Coming down again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale. Hands are down. Step back. Plank chaturanga. Roll forward. Press halfway. Pull through. Let's stay for a moment here. Up in cobra. And then press back. And we'll return to the forearms as we began. Back onto the forearms, fingers are spread. This time we're coming up to forearm downward facing dog. So curl your toes under, lift the hips up. Make sure your shoulders are over your elbows. You probably won't be able to press the heels down, but you can maybe walk your toes in a little bit, taking some breaths here. And then come back onto your knees. Let's come around to seated. Nice job. Feeling your strength. Inhaling the arms up. All that energy up through the crown of the head. And exhaling it down. Taking the twist. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Left hand on the knee. Right hand behind. Look over your shoulder. Right arm comes up and comes sideways over. And back down. Both arms are down. Inhaling them up. Exhale to the left. Right hand down, left hand behind. And left hand comes up, coming over. Come back. Both arms up and over. Working onto the obliques side to side, but the hips are stable. Our foundation in this pose, back and forth. Taking your hands there. Let's bring the fingers back by the hips. Reverse table. Feet are down. And press yourself up. Bring the hips down. Lift up for boat. So boat can be bent legs or straight. So bent is here, straight is here. Bring them down and take your right one out to the side and back. And then your left. Let's do open boat, picking them up and opening to the side, straight or bent. One more breath here. Bring the feet in together. Cobbler's pose. And let's inhale up and bring our flat back forward, thinking collarbones are going to touch the feet, even though they probably won't. And come forward. And then inhale up. Rounding. So this is the belly button scoops in, and then you kind of pull it up, and you'll feel that that's the core in yoga, not just those muscles that people imagine here, but it's pulling it in and up. It's a lock. And that's how we round our back, top of the head down towards the feet. And up. Now we're ready for Shavasana, the most important pose of all. So you're going to stretch out your feet. Let's first clench the toes, clench the fingers. You want something tense so that you can release. Press your sacrum down to your mat as you bring your whole self down, all tense, head down, and then toes and hands open. Everything is relaxed. Feet open to the side. Fingers open. There's nothing left to do but to breathe in and breathe out. This is Shavasana. Breathing in, breathing out. Being mindful of your breath is the first step, the basis of a mindful practice that you take on to the rest of your life. This is the connection here between the breath, which bridges the mind and the body. This is what allows you to be present. Breathing in and breathing out. It's the skill of letting go in your exhale. So continue to take some breaths, breathing in and breathing out. as you breathe, try to avoid all the labels of feelings or thoughts of day to day. Sometimes the difficulty in being happy or finding happiness is how you label what happiness means to you. If you let go of that label, then you're not searching for something particular. And then as you breathe in and out, you can realize maybe being peaceful is being happy. Maybe being quiet. It's just changing your definition of what's happiness. Inhaling and exhaling. And then let's take a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. Wiggle your toes a little bit. Take your thumb and first finger. This allows you to feel that calmness settle from the crown of your head all the way through your back onto your mat. Remember, you can stay in this meditative pose even though I'm bringing you out to close the class. You can still stay on your back, breathing in, breathing out for another 10 minutes. Otherwise, take your thumb and let it then connect with your middle finger for patience, with your ring finger for energy, stability, self-confidence, and then with your pinky finger for intuition and feeling. When you're ready, bring your knees up, flattening the spine, taking some breaths there. Turning over onto your left side. Always for the evening, I like to use the cooler side, the side of the moon, which is the left. You can always turn to the right. And just take a moment here